Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Darkest Dungeon. I apologize, it's been a while since the last episode. It was kind of on the back burner since I got back from vacation. Isaac, Dark Souls, let's look at channel update, stream, etc, etc. But I'm committed to playing more Darkest Dungeon. Let's get started with that. I even looked up a little bit online. There was a lot of advice that was given to me about how we should proceed in the future, and in particular, once we get to these really hard missions, or at least the challenging level missions, I think they're called champion dungeons that we're on right now. One step short of the Darkest Dungeon, obviously, but party composition becomes really important. So one party that people told me about that's pretty solid seems to be dedicated damage dealers at the front, and a healer slash puller at the back. Any way that we can deal with the enemy backline, at least, while still having a lot of damage output at the front. So, I think that in order to do that, we've got to get our occultist to level 5, probably Quill to level 5. What's his hysterical blindness? High stress equals low HP. I'd like to get a grave robber up there, and I'd like to get our bounty hunter up there. Marking and then being able to hit from the number 3 spot and do a ton of damage seems very, very valuable. So the bounty hunter can be there, and I can also see the grave robber being important there. So I actually think we want to do some medium missions, which I've kind of been ignoring lately. And luckily we have some bosses right off the bat, but I might not want to do that as my first mission back. Might instead want to go for like a medium mission, activate 3 protective wards, and actually that's a pretty good Plague Doctor trinket. Plague Doctor also functions well at the back because of the ability to stun the backliners, but as the enemy's dodge chance gets higher, it seems like this is a little bit less reliable, honestly. So I think we're going to do some medium missions. It would be like Quill at the front, Rob at the back, and then we've got to use, or I'd like to use, our bounty hunter and our grave robbers. So let's do it like this. And these guys are leveled up pretty well as well, like equipment-wise, so I think they're relatively good to go. This gives us crests, but also, I'm losing my mind here. Crests, yes, but do they not? Where does it say? Where they give us paintings or something? I guess we'll see when we get in. Maybe it just gives us crests? I don't know. It's been a while. Forgive me. Sure, let's outfit with trinkets. And we'll sort by character class restriction here, just to be safe. Plus 3% crit, plus 3 speed, lower virtue chance, lower heals received. I can live with that. And then we could buff it with more heals received. That seems like a way to get around that. Okay. Better move resist and makes enemies move more often, but not necessarily that amazing of a trinket. Then we could roll plus 25% virtue chance. It's unlikely to matter, but it could. Maybe we'll just do lower stress damage if your torch is up there. It doesn't seem that effective, but we can live with it. We got a couple of different options for you, but I really like taking a little bit of extra stress for much better accuracy for range skills and 12 dodge as well. We do have a quirk, but I guess it's only effective, or the quirk is only affecting us if our HP is below 50, which is actually completely plausible. Do we have any stunning attacks on this unit? I actually forgot. Well, we do. Shadow Fade stuns, but I'm not sure if we're ever going to use that. We might want to spec out like Throne Dagger instead, which has a higher crit chance, gives you an accuracy buff, and also does extra damage against marked units. But for now, we'll roll like this because I don't want to spend any money on stuff that isn't provisions. But we won't use that. Where was that? I thought there was more satchels. There we go. We don't really need the stun that much, so maybe we'll go for move resistance speed. And then for our occultist, sort by rarity this time, just so I can see if there's anything up here. Apparently not. Extra damage against Eldritch, I don't think that is that valuable. Extra dodge is awesome. Are we going to be fighting much Eldritch here? Maybe, maybe not. Do we have the one that buffs our heal skills? Take a second here to reacquaint yourself. Heal skills. Heal skills. I probably moused right over it by accident. Maybe those were all vessel only. I didn't think they were. I thought we had them on our arbalist. Oh, did I even hit unequip? Oh my god, I just unequipped all trinkets after. That's like the 3rd time I've done that. Like unequip all trinkets right after equipping them all on each character. It's a living. Okay, we know what we're using, though. You're taking the move resist, and then also, I think I had you with the solar crown, and then our bounty hunter has the sweet satchel and the better speed. Sorry, the lucky talisman and the better speed. And then our occultist had the good occultist wand. Oh, we'll take the one with the extra move chance, even for lowered HP. Okay, let's embark. Provide. What is this? What does that mean? Trade heirlooms. What? Is that a new update? I've never seen that before. Oh, dude, I totally want to trade crests into other things, even though it seems semi-uneconomic. Let's take 4 shovels, 2 stacks of food, which is probably overkill, so let's just take 1.5, and then we'll take 2 stacks of torches, and I think we'll hopefully be good to go. Why don't we take 1 more stack of, like, anti-bleed, because we do have an occultist. Alright. So that didn't cost us that much. Oh, we're on the cove. You know what? I'm really happy I took anti-bleed. I don't know if enemies bleed us more down here. I haven't spent that much time in the cove, but I appreciate that it's difficult. Sweet scouting. And we actually found a secret door, and because I'm me, I took no keys. We're still gonna go in this direction, though, because it's possible we could get some keys later. So we found a fish carcass. We cleansed its gut, and we actually got a key, and our inventory is basically full. But that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but still. Where's our secret door? We're on it right now. We have a key that we can use to open this chest. And get a ton of money, usually? Yeah, maybe that's all you get. Man, why does our dude sound so disappointed? Like it's been a while since we played. He's like sad to have us back or something. Alright, let's do this. We're gonna need to free up our inventory space quicker than I thought. We didn't need to fight these guys. In fact, we probably shouldn't have, but as one way to get reacquainted with the situation, that's for sure. Okay, so they're attacking first, then we go. The man at the back is already attacked. Well, the man at the bed says he's ready to crack. His eyes are as red as the sun. I don't know why I sound like that right now. This might be pick to the face and try to kill the stress attacker before they can get to us. Hopefully we go next. Ah, she went next. But I was hoping our dodge maybe would have worked for us there. That's okay. We are marked, unfortunately, but with finish him, we can take out that stress unit. I think we should. Oh, that was really bad. Rend for the Old Gods is a bleeding attack, and we won't be able to heal them before they bleed for the next time. Yeah, that's unfortunate. And our leper. Intimidate. Hew. Chop. I guess you just chop the shit out of this guy and hope for a crit. Oh, lordy, lordy. This was a poor situation. I don't think a heal is necessary. You could try Abyssal Artillery, which could get a kill, and I think that's why you have to throw that out there. But we could have also tried a pull, maybe. I would prepare for more stress. We had a little... You might say, wow, NL, poor play, but we also did get 2 misses there. So I'm not going to be too offended, I guess. I'm not going to get too bent out of shape right off the bat, I guess. We should probably focus on movement, maybe? What about marking a target? Like, let's mark this guy, and then our bounty hunter should be able to crush him. I'm really trying to lean on these synergies a little bit more heavily than I have in the past, because I think it's going to help us win. And that did a really good job right there. We've really rarely used marked synergies, so I think this is important. Let's try to use Intimidate here. And we didn't really intimidate at all. I guess his debuff resist is probably higher than I'd like to admit. No, it's only 30, actually. I would have thought that we'd have a better chance there. Call of the Deep is a heal and a buff, which is bad. His blight resist is so low, I think even though we want to kill the backliner, let's land a poison dart in there to at least get some damage done that goes around his shield. We don't really have any stuns here, except for the fade, so we can't use that right now. What's your... Oh, wait, we do have a... Uppercut's a stun. Stun resist is 45, move resist is 70. I'm going to try, because our knockback, it still gives us like a 60% chance, and our stun gives us like an 80% chance. Nice, that totally worked. Okay, I think we can Abyssal Artillery and possibly... I think Abyssal Artillery is the right call here, let's just put it that way. And it seems to have worked out pretty nicely. I don't know, though. Can we hit that dude now that he's at the back? And also, what can we do to other units? Because we can self-heal. That doesn't seem that useful. We give ourselves extra protection? I don't know. We'll wait it out. Get as many heals as we can while this guy's doing whatever he does at the back. I don't know what he can cast at the back, if I'm being honest. So I think we just hit the shit out of him. Poison him to death and hope that he's kind of trapped back there or forced into moving himself or something. Like, if I just keep stacking myself up with protection as well, it's going to make us really easy to, well, to deal with him, I guess I should say. Can we bleed this guy? His bleed resist is pretty high, but might as well try. Yeah, that's fine. As expected. We could Abyssal Artillery or we could throw out a heal. I think I'm going to throw out a heal. Thankfully didn't bleed our bounty hunter. I want to see what this guy's going to do. He passed his turn. Oh, this is majestic. Poison the crap out of him. I guess he doesn't have the ability to move. Are you guys saying what I'm saying? Which is like, holy shit. He's learning. Maybe, just maybe, I've entered a new era. G-Funk, step to this. I dare ya. Funk on a whole new level. Well, this actually makes a pretty good case for removing Hugh and giving the leper a small heal. And the reasoning for that would be, like, we're just killing time here. But this is probably a fairly unlikely situation, so that was awesome. We can't carry anymore. You know what? Drop the... No, you know what? Let the loot go. We got these that are worth so much. I think it's important that we leave our units the best chance possible to survive. And to be honest with you, it's going really well so far. I kind of thought it was going to go shittily, but it's going pretty well so far. Okay, good. It's using torches from the right slot. I just wanted to check that. I'm not going to stress out about leaving those gems behind, because we got the puzzling tetrahedrons instead. Stunned? Surprised? Yeah, okay. The backliner is going to be annoying here. The jellyfish have 21 dodge, 15 HP, low blight resist. So, like, hitting them with a poison dagger is pretty, or poison dart is pretty good. Pick to the face is very unlikely to get a kill, or pretty unlikely to get a kill. Flashing daggers gives them lower bleed resist, but it does very little damage. Chance to hit is 90, though. Well, we have Hugh. Alright. What if... Okay, I'm thinking pick to the face. That I didn't expect it to kill. Any damage is good. Followed up by a Hugh, although it's only 2/3 chance to hit. It did hit both of them, though, which is only a 1/3 chance, basically, so I consider that pretty good. I think I want to leave this guy... maybe I want this guy to be at the front. And if that's the case, we could uppercut this guy, but it's so much more likely to be better for us to just get the kill, right? I'd rather kill the unit than just push it to the back, and then hopefully we can pull this guy up to the front. That's my bad, honestly. I didn't even check his move resist. It's 82, so I'd say we got pretty lucky there. We got rended. We resisted the debuff and the bleed, though, or the move in the bleed. So for this guy, do you intimidate or do you just go for damage? I think you intimidate him, do a little damage, but he resisted the debuff. So we're going to take some stress. We were going to take the stress regardless, but still. His protection is relatively high, so let's get a poison dart on there. His blight resist is relatively low. Critted for stress relief, at least we can take a little bit of happiness in that. Mark this guy. Hopefully does debuff. Yeah, lowered his dodge, which gives us a much better chance to hit with this. Although his protection is still really high. Maybe you go for a stun instead, and the stun chance is like 75. Ah, that sucks. Unfortunate, at least. Okay, hit him with the blight again. We want to get damage in over top of his protective shield. I think his debuff resist is 40. Intimidate. What's the debuff chance on it? I don't know. We're going to try it again. He did get debuff that time. If it causes him to miss once, I'll be thrilled. Dang it! At least we didn't get bled. That's nice. Fuck the stun resist. Start going for the KO here. 13 is on the upper end of damage, so I'm happy with it. I mean, do you mark him again and lower his dodge even further? I guess? It was either that or throw out a heal, but honestly, the heal seems kind of irrelevant. We're not that low on damage. He takes 8 points of bleed per turn, so he's already dead. I might as well... I mean, I maybe should have moved just to get a heal or something out of it, but it doesn't matter that much. 150 gold we can't hold on to. I'm okay with that. I'm probably going to let a lot of loot go here, but again, keep in mind that I'm letting the loot go because of the fact that we, because of the fact that we're holding too much loot to begin with. Okay, crack that torch. Mission's going totally fine so far. Nothing to complain about. Although we have not found... Wait, what are we what are we even doing on this one? It emits an otherworldly luminescence used to light protective wards. Hopefully we haven't seen one of those that I've missed. Doesn't seem so. Yes, take please. Almost walked right into that. Oh, what? Momentum just carried me into that. I swear to God. Okay. I had my hand off the keyboard. You got a little bit of X direction momentum there. Okay, HP on the leper's not great. Didn't surprise them right off the bat, which is scary. We should try to kill the units at the back first. I mean, there's a 1 in 8 chance that if we hit, we would kill with that, but I think you're probably better off going for the poison. It's a little bit more guaranteed, and it puts them on a timer, which I like. Stress damage doesn't bother me all that much right now, because it doesn't cost us financially. It doesn't put us in a horrible position because we can camp, but after we camp, it's gonna become more of an issue. Especially if they keep focusing one unit, and our occultist is pretty valuable for us here as our only healer, so a little scary. I mean, you could try to bleed this guy at the back, but I think instead maybe you try to throw out a stun and a move on Mr. Annoying here. That's really good. That puts him in a position where he can't really do anything. I think we throw out an Abyssal Artillery to try to put this guy in lethal range. We did 7, so he's not going to get to do another attack, which is awesome. And then we have the choice to go for maybe a self-protection up, or I would say probably this attack. Only 2/3 chance to hit, but if it hits, there's an okay chance we get a kill. That's fine. I had an expectation that that could happen. Now, that unit at the back can still guard, which is bad. But I think this is where we start throwing out maybe a pick to the face. Starting to get some actual damage done to those units at the front. Push would be bad here. Push would be bad. We didn't move. That's really good. Move is the arrows. I've got to, like, internalize that. Okay, so we've moved that dude up, which I'm not thrilled about. But we should be able to get a kill here with Collect Bounty. Now we're worried about physical damage much more so than melee damage. I think we're gonna mark this. You know what? Be safe. Better safe than sorry. Throw out a heal. Heals for 10. Resisted the bleed. That's a positive situation. Then we got rended, but only for 3. And we are gonna bleed, so we got rended for 9, but still. Alright, well, he has thrown out a guard there. That means we're gonna try to do things to get around that guard, which, well, unfortunately in this case, mostly means probably just going for a chop. It only does 4 damage, but I can live with it if I have to. We'll try to stack up as much damage on Mr. Big here as we can. We can't hit him, I think, with the one that does extra damage against marked units right now. So I think we either throw out another heal or maybe like Abyssal Artillery 1 to 2 damage. It's just trash. Mark is not going to do anything except lower his dodge. What's his dodge at? 9. I think we maybe heal here, unfortunately. It's kind of a wasted turn, and we did get bled, but it's still it's more efficient for us this way. And I guess we try to stun the dude at the front, which will actually stun the dude at the back if it hits and lands. Perfect. So that actually was good for us, that it gave us a chance to stun. Oh, you know what I just realized? Hey, this is something I wouldn't have realized if I wasn't paying closer attention. Let's start using some bandages here, free up some inventory space. If we had actually gone for the mark, we could have hit the unit with the mark because he was guarding the unit at the front. Kind of a way to get around that. That's a cool synergy I would have never otherwise considered. Sweet business. Okay, you're getting poisoned. It's pretty much our most reliable way to deal damage. You're taking 8 per round. We got to do 15 to kill you. We're going to mark you. Sweet stress relief. A little bit, at least. We're going to hit you. That's not very good, but it gets you closer. And you are effectively dead next turn. I kind of want to not kill you this turn so I can get one more heal out of it. So rather than killing you, I'd rather just go for like a stun, which totally worked. That gives us an extra turn, and in giving us an extra turn, you know, it doesn't matter. Throw out poison. It's not going to kill him. Like, the poison kills him anyway. I just want our occultist to get one more turn. So he can throw out an extra heal. Healed for 12. Didn't bleed. It's done now, basically. Might as well stress heal yourself. And that's that. We're not leaving the encounter better than we started it, but it could be worse. Could have been a lot worse, actually. All right. Quest location. That's good. Is this a protective ward? I would guess not. Eerie Coral. This is another shovel-type area.
Another misfortune.
I'm having a good time with this mission so far. I don't think we need to camp yet, but the stress damage on our healer is starting to get to the point where it might be considered. Alright. The ward is now lit, fam. Haha. I'm hip with the lingo of the kids these days. I'm hip with the lingo of the kids these days. Boom, boom. Hip with the lingo of the kids these days. Hip with the lingo of the kiddies of the day. Kiddies doesn't sound right. Alright. We're gonna have more combat. This might be where we want to rest. I mean, we've had a relatively high amount of combat for a medium-length mission so far. This doesn't seem as bad. We don't have a super tanky unit, which I really appreciate. Is there any chance we kill the pelagic widemouth? No. So I think instead... It's kind of a tough one, because you just want to smack the shit out of this guy up front. What are our odds of hitting him? 90? Poison Dart is 90. And then an Abyssal Artillery follow-up. I don't know. I think maybe we don't focus that. Instead, we go for like an Eldritch Pull. But let's hit the dude at the front with this. That only did 7, which is pretty bad for us, all things considered. No push. No push. We got move resist. Oh, that's not fantastic. Good dodge. I guess he's not really effective in that third slot. They're just going to trade places, which is absolutely fine by me. We're going to go for the KO on this guy up front. I'd say that's pretty good. And we want to definitely get an early move. Pull that stress unit up to the front so that we can take care of them more easily. And then you... Hey, you know what? If we can still hook and slice... It's not our best move, but it saves me having to move this turn. Of course, that didn't really work out the way I wanted. I can move you back 1, but I don't really want the occultist to move forward. So I think instead we pick to the face the unit at the front. We're just trying to get them into lethal range for our next unit to attack. Which should be our leper here. Yeah, we'd rather mark or heal, but instead I'm actually going to do that. And then we can Shadow Fade and it would be perfect. Let's go for Collect Bounty. That's going to get a kill. And then our leper might be able to pick up a kill on the Cultist Gladiator, but it'd have to be a crit. Alright, that'll do. I'll take it. Pretty lucky. Luck is on my side so far. Ren for the Old Gods is a bleed attack. 8 damage is nothing to joke with, and we did get bled. So I think we're going to end up throwing out a, well, first a chop. And then definitely a heal for our occultist. Or by our occultist. I thought Shadow Fade was a stun. Oh, we bled again. That's pretty bad. I don't want this to kill you. Just to be clear. Good, okay, the stun is better. Because it actually means that now, okay, do Weird Reconstruction, heal for 14. Resisted the bleed, which is nice. It really only heals for 10, but that's okay. I don't want you to die, so we're actually going to move you like this. And then we're going to move you like this. And then the stun's going to come off. This should still work. I'm going to have me stress heal myself. And then our cultist is going to throw out another Weird Reconstruction. Oh, that's really bad. Healed for 3, bled for 2. That's a bad roll. Well, you know, the best laid plans of mice and men, right? So that's a KO here. If we get super lucky, maybe we'll get one more heal, but I don't expect it. We should withstand, heal whatever remaining stress we have. Oh, we did get one more heal. Healed for 15. Did bleed, but still, that makes me feel a lot better about things. You know, I really would like the crest, so, you know, have You eat the food. Tina! Come get your dinner! Where's our quest? Where's our quest? All the way in the corner, maybe? No, it appears not. Okay, use a torch. There's a trap. 90? 110. That will be our... No, not move. That will be our selection here. Halt! I clicked on it. I guess we failed to disarm. Actually, the movie's just called There Will Be Blood. It's not called There Will Be No Blood Left for the Leeches.
A blazing star is born.
This is actually like a really long mission so far. I'm surprised. Normally these end up being quite a bit shorter, but that's okay. We've returned. Pustulant Thrall. It's not pestilential, it's pustulential. Let's take care of the stress man first. Hit him with the crit. He's debuffed and, well, obviously the poison. Maybe our best option here is to go for protection right off the bat. That way if we get hit, at least it's going to do a lot less damage. The stress will... Oh, I was really expecting it to go for our occultist, which could start to present a problem. Seaward slash. Lots of damage. Gargling grab. Wow, that did quite a number to my bounty hunter. Enough so that we're going to be throwing out a heal, and the heal, it didn't really backfire, but it wasn't good. Finish him should put them in lethal range.
Destroy.
I mean, I guess I'm glad you got the kill, but it kind of nullifies the poison dart to start with. Maybe you just start throwing out raw damage at this point. Try to kill the guy up front because I'm scared of things that I don't understand. Nice. Does he explode into poison or something when he dies? Apparently not. Healed for 5. Resisted the bleed. Man, we had such good rolls to start with, but pretty much all we compensated for was that attack right there. So let's go for a stun. And we're going to hope that we don't regret this. Like, might as well poison him. Put him on a clock. But keep him stunned if you can. Oh, man, the stun's going to come off, obviously, that fast. Leper's going to go. What if you just intimidate him? I want to see if I can get 2 heals out of this. 11. That's what we're looking for. Or at least more along the lines of what we're looking for. The stun will kill him, probably. But I'd rather do that than give him another chance to attack, I suppose. I kind of feel like we need the bust as well, but sure. Economy's important, too. So, there's no combat in this next room. Maybe this is where we camp to try to get our inventory a little bit more up to snuff. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna do it, but...
Together. Furtive and
okay,
vulnerable.
Stress damage is the only real priority right now. I don't really want to increase anybody else's stress. I'd rather just lower your stress. Oh, remove target disease. Hell yeah. We removed hysterical blindness. That is beautiful. We'll also heal your stress. I think that's the only... I can... let's try. Oh, it totally worked. We healed everybody's stress. It was a bit of a dice roll, but we can then also get a greater chance to surprise enemies. And we only have 2 left, huh? I would say less stress damage on our occultist. It's a shame we didn't have the one that lets you completely avoid getting ambushed, but still, this worked out really well. I'm hoping I didn't miss one at any point along here. I have to admit, this party is working out fantastically. This party's a party, y'all. Hopefully, quest encounter. No quest encounter. Oh, this is important, though. There's 1. There's 2? I don't know. We'll see. Don't really need a map, but that's what they're going to give me. That could have been worse, I suppose. Technically true. Thanks for keeping an eye on things, Quill. Always look on the bright side of life. Giant enemy crab. This is a surprise to me. Really glad we camped before we found these guys so we could reduce our stress, because that's going to be their big thing here. Well, let's have our occultist move 1 up to the front. And then we'll hit the other one with some poison darts. I really want to get rid of the stress before the damage. Before the damage dealer, I should say. Call of the Deep. So that buffs the other one. That's a terrible choice. You have made a poor decision. Your stun resist is high, but I still think I can move you and have a chance to stun you. Resisted the stun and the move. That's so unfortunate. Alright, let's debuff this enemy. Hopefully lower their ability to get a hit, lower their damage, and then put them at the back of the line here.
The ground quakes.
Okay, that's good. Can the crab do anything from there? He can do a tidal slam. It hit for 9. Looks like it stuns. We resisted the stun and the move, so I guess all's fair in love and war. Pick to the face. Can't hit you. Poison dart. I think we picked to the face the guy at the front. I already have these guys where I want them from the perspective of their positions. I guess maybe I'd rather have the other guy at the front, but he's gonna die in a second anyway, so I think you Abyssal Artillery here. Rob's picking up just mad kills. And I think we go for the stun again, honestly. And if we can push this guy behind the corpses, that'd be great. There you go. I don't know if he's gonna be able to do anything back there. We heal our own stress and then buff ourselves for when he eventually comes back, and we're working on free time right now, basically. We should hit him with poison. I'm assuming his blight resist is not going to be very high. And this is all gravy right now. Like, let's mark him. Maybe if he moves on his turn via an attack that he does, we'll have the chance to get up there and do some damage to him. Lower our stress again and raise our protection to disgusting levels. And all we can really do is hook and slice him, but we might as well try. That move needs to be... We could swap that out with something else. Arterial Pinch. Critted us for 1, probably heavy bleed. Yeah. 8 damage per round for 5 rounds. Holy shit. Maybe he's not so bad at the back. I think you still try to bleed him. As bad as this attack is, it's not like we're doing anything else. You know what? Start stacking up damage. Might as well go for Abyssal Artillery. It's not like the poison's gonna do the whole thing for us. I don't know. Do you try to move this guy up to the front now? I feel like we just keep stacking up protection. Lowers our stress, and, you know, the 8 damage from the bleed is gonna be disgusting, but... Hopefully we resist. Nope. 16 damage per round. Okay, you can see how this pretty quickly puts us in a horrible spot. We're gonna have to heal. That is disgusting. I honestly don't know really what you do here. Maybe you kill 1 corpse. And you do so that the bounty hunter can actually hit this unit while it's marked. Which is this one. Okay, that was pretty useful. It's doing 12 damage per round, so he's actually going to bleed to death. We healed for 1. Didn't bleed him, thank God, but still kind of a bad position to be in. I'm actually gonna have Quill eat all the food so he can live, and then we'll take the, you know what, let's take the bust. Although we were going to just use a quest item anyway. It's lit! Lucini pouring from the sky, let's get rich, what? Okay. I need a healer! You're actually going to be on death's door. This is not a good situation for you. Good to resist the stun there. We probably want to throw out poison on these guys at the back, maybe? We need our occultist to go immediately. Maybe try to stun one of these guys. There's a decent chance, and the move could be invaluable. Okay, it did stun and move. Invaluable was kind of a rich way to put it, apparently. Oh, he's on death's door. We're gonna have him throw out just a chop on the dude who hasn't attacked yet. That's gonna put that jellyfish in lethal range, which is pretty big for us. You have to heal Quill. Healing him for 10 is... I mean, he's gonna be on death's door again pretty soon, unless this misses. But it's a start. You'd rather have him in this position where he's, you know what, let's just start cranking on these guys, getting them killed. With poison, at least. Poison seems really useful. And this unit's already attacked, so I don't really care if it gets stunned. I'd rather it didn't, but... Oh, heal again? You only healed him for 4, you dummy! That was a waste of a turn! Oh, or was it? He has 2 HP left. You only have to hit him for 2. Can you do that with Hugh? There's a chance. I'd rather have the better chance. There you go. You hit him for 5. It's an overkill, but I think it's important. Stun this Joker. Critted him for 5 even. He did not move. I didn't hit stun, did I? Didn't hit stun. Guarantee ya. Quill's at death's door. This is not a surprise. Weirdly enough, I think we're managing this just fine. There are some things I would change. I'd rather be in a better position. I just don't want this snail to have a chance to attack. Salty Gouge. Bleeding for 3 is not great. Maybe we can start to work some heals out of this. Yeah, you get a stun. Heal for 12. This is pretty good. Now you just up your protection, lower your stress. I'm thinking, let's let this zombie go pretty hard on us. Not zombie, jellyfish. Because, in all sincerity, I mostly am just here for the heals at this point. So these 2 units are going to do nothing. Our leper is going to stress heal probably. And then we're going to throw out as many, oh my god, as many weird reconstructions as we can. And if the jellyfish is only doing 1 attack, or 1 damage per turn, or like 2 damage per turn, it matters to me very little if it stays alive. I know this isn't giving us more protection, it's just oh no, it totally is, never mind. See, the shocker hits us for 1. It did stun us, but that's fine. As long as we can still move. 10, that's better. Even with the bleed, although it's basically that's a heal for 4. Basically, our cultist is now like, hey, get a fucking move on, and I'm starting to think that maybe he's right. Yeah, okay. We'll finish it off, but I don't like going into this last encounter with little HP. Hopefully it's the last encounter. It's been a long mission so far, man.
Trick of the light?
A mere trick of the light? Alright. That was rough, man. This is still like the hangover from that crab. This is... oh, fuck. It's another crab. I think we gotta roast this dude as soon as possible. But taking out the other... I don't know. This is tough. This is tough. Poison his ass. Get him close. We know he can do 8 points of bleed damage per turn. I think we've also learned a valuable lesson. Don't even try to move this motherfucker. He's fine where he is. I did want to debuff the shit out of him, though. You know what? I do want to stun him. If I can get him to not attack, that would be awesome. And it has moved him to the back. I never learned my lesson, man, but the logic is sound. Jesus Christ. Dodge an attack for once in your life, Quill. It's getting embarrassing. Yeah, heal him for 0. Make sure you bleed him, too. That time he didn't get bled, thankfully, but good God. This could get a little grimy here. Poison this guy again. You critted him for 1. I mean, mostly it's the poison that I would appreciate here. You gotta start knocking on heaven's door here. Or maybe you throw out a stun on the dude who hasn't attacked. We're just gonna try to manage the number of attacks and keep this guy out of a back position if possible. But we're not doing that much damage, which is compounded by these shitty heals. At least he resisted the bleed, but healing for 9 is not great. Then, I don't know, man. Intimidate this guy again? I totally intimidated. That was what I meant to do. No, yeah, totally. Minus 52 damage and minus accuracy is really good. The arterial pinch is gonna fuck us, though. Yeah. 8 damage per round for 3 rounds. Well, that gives our occultist something to do. No kidding. Poison the crab again. We gotta kill some of these fish on this turn, though. Yeah, I was worried about that. 8 damage is not insignificant. I think you go for the stun on the big guy. Oh, he resisted. Oh, no, he resisted the move, which might even be better for us. You heal the bleeder. That's 8, which is okay. And he resisted the bleed, which is very valuable. And then we throw out... we might be able to get away with a hew. Oh, there's some bullshit there. I didn't mean for that to happen. And what? Yeah, end up on death's door now. But no, I didn't mean for that to happen. I meant to click, but I clicked on the units by accident, and it just chose the attack we did last time. 25. You're taking 8 per round. I think we got to take this unit out of the equation if possible. That's a good start. Spearfishing on our unit that actually has HP is a nice change of pace. The move is not that bad. Healing for 10, even with the bleed, at least gives us a little time left on this planet. You start chopping this dude? Or do you intimidate him to just lower his damage even more? Minus 52 damage? I'd like to have him even lower. He did get debuffed. Minus 78 damage is really good. His stun resist is going to be really high. So you know what? Collect bounty, baby. It's so bad, though. You know what? I think we take the 40% chance for a stun over that 3 to 6 damage, and it totally worked. That's pretty lucky. I wouldn't have expected a medium mission to be this difficult, but I guess I've been wrong before. So he was taking 8 damage. Please tell me he's taking 12 now. He's taking 12, so he's dead. Quill is on death's door next turn, pretty much no matter what. Maybe if we get lucky with this heal. I think that puts him exactly at death's door. It's not great for us. You know what? Oh, that's horrible. Hopefully we go first. Make sure this guy dies. Now he's in lethal range. Oh, he's 1 away from lethal range, isn't he? Oh, this is everything I've ever hated about anything. Exactly enough damage to put him on death's door. Oh, my lord. Just kill it. Ah, you know what? No, now you're better off moving. And then you heal. And then you attack. Okay, well that was heinous, of course.
This expedition at least promises success.
Oh yeah, definitely promises success. You got it, man. Drop. I want to drop like the gold to take the food. I think you should drop the citron, take the food, eat 2. Don't move you to the back. What the hell? You eat 2 maybe, then take this. All right, get back into position, please. I can't believe we haven't finished this mission yet. This has been like 45 minutes. This is the longest Darkest Dungeon video I've ever recorded.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Where the fuck is the exit? Pretty soon, I'm just gonna have to leave, or we will lose units on this mission, which I would dislike. I think we've gotten very lucky at times and very unlucky at times. Like, we have had some situations where our rolls have just been not good.
Packs full of steel and war.
I'm gonna push it very slightly.
Nary a thought given to the plow.
I know they're on death's door. Our actual, like, stress is not that bad. If we ever have to eat again, some units could die of starvation, which would be embarrassing for me. Okay, these are not quest items. So now I'm like, shit, man. Do we really have to go up here? Or did I miss it on the way back? You know what? If I missed it back there, I pretty much deserve whatever happens to me. This is playing with fire with, like, my only good bounty hunter. So I'm a little scared, would be one word, yeah. These could be traps. Like, traps could show up. Which is why we should select our occultists, so maybe we can absorb one of them. Just go. We just want to see these cure. Oh my god, that's it, isn't it? Okay. The stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the darkest dungeon. Hey, we did it. That was ridiculous. Little close for comfort, but we got the job done. Fuck the cove. There's your requisite fuck the cove. I'm gonna say goodbye for now. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time!